An episode of The Big Bang Theory prequels last season aired, continuing where the Young Sheldon Season 6 finale left off. This indicates that even though Mary has made efforts to return home and assist her family in recovering from the catastrophe, Sheldon and Mary are still outside of the nation. In light of this, Young Sheldon Season 7 focuses more on Sheldon's less than ideal summer school experience in Germany. Let's go on to Episode 2 of Young Sheldon Season 7. After the events of last week, a roulette wheel and a piano-playing dog continues. It illustrates the fact that Sheldon is the least competent student in his class. How unexpected! In order to earn enough money to renovate her house, Connie also comes up with a plan to increase revenue at the gaming establishment. But it might be dangerous. We finally get to witness our favorite little prodigy in class in Heidelberg, Germany. But he's faced with a serious conundrum. Actually, he's the weakest one there and lacks knowledge on the subject. The other students begin to giggle when he gives the professor the answers. Then, in German, his teacher refers to him as a dummy. Yes, that's quite encouraging. But in all honesty, Sheldon needs to be pulled down a peg, even though he is obviously only a child in this situation. Mary would concur with us as well. He visits his mother after class to express his displeasure about what transpired. Mary seems a little relieved that Sheldon is treated the same as everyone else in this scenario, which is why I adore it. He accepts her comforting there and begs for a hot drink after that. Mary begins to eat the water with reluctance. Then, Sheldon's situation worsens, in his books anyway. In order for Sheldon to catch up with his peers, his teacher suggests tutoring. Additionally, that tutor is a young girl who has completed her education college degree. It's essentially the same as when Paige did it, with the exception that there weren't only one or two smarter students in the class this time. Everyone is affected. Sheldon first pouts and acts like he doesn't want to when she comes to tutor him. But Mary persuades him to stand up and take a lesson. It's also hilarious how, when he makes a mistake, his youthful instructor smacks him on the hand with a pencil and says, "Pain is the best teacher." Mary is merely giggling behind me. To be honest, it feels great to watch Sheldon struggle and be corrected. He considers giving up and fleeing while he still struggles. Sheldon then recalls how comic book heroes never give up. He tells Sheldon to just listen after talking with Dr. Linkleader. According to Jim Parsons' narration, that's the biggest challenge he's ever faced. This turned out to be a pivotal moment in my life. I developed as a man and as a scientist by being receptive to those who knew more than I did. Modest yet intelligent. Actually, I am the complete package. Okay, Sheldon, but we were expecting nothing less from him. We really can't blame Connie for wanting to get richer quickly so she can start rebuilding her house right away. She therefore comes up with the notion to get a roulette table in addition to their existing collection of slot machines. She replies that table games are big-time illegal in response to a worried Georgie, pointing out that they generate big-time money. Georgie, though, is opposed to going to jail. How adorable is his "I've got a family to take care of." He truly is an adult, has matured, and takes full responsibility for Cece and Daisy. The fact that Georgie was the adult in this conversation, as opposed to his granny, is sort of cute. Nevertheless, Herman the dealer and a table are discovered by her persistence. Connie tells Georgie to learn what he can from the dealer, whose health is declining. It looks like he'll have to step in soon. Herman reveals to Georgie that he owned a gambling parlor in the past, but had to close it down due to interference from the Dixie Mafia. Naturally, this increases the oldest Cooper siblings' concern about their actions. Considering that the show brought up this and how extremely illegal the table is, I have a feeling that this choice will come back to haunt them. Later on, Georgie and Missy, who are both insomniacs, had a pleasant moment. They discuss how difficult it is to be an adult, and Georgie brings up taking care of his family once more. Missy learns from this chat that she truly has no need to pretend to be a mother. Jim, Mandy's father, arrives by the Cooper residence for an afternoon beer, in addition to dropping off some of Mandy's old baby belongings that they discovered. Telling George that his wife is away for the entire summer, he feels fortunate. When Missy enters, the two are sitting back, enjoying a beer and TV. She requests that they accompany Cece to the grocery store, since she is still in charge. They do, and it's very humorous and adorable. Mandy says it took her some time to put Cece to sleep, because the poor baby had a lot of gas as the family settles down for supper. It is revealed that George and Jim handed her a Slim Jim to keep her quiet when she was crying at the store. Yes, these poor grandfathers have no idea how to do this. My favorite line from the show is said by Missy. Would it be too much trouble to express gratitude for this wonderful dinner? I adore Missy's mommy phase right now. But maybe now that she is aware of everything Mary does for the family and herself, she will value her mother even more. The fact that Jim brings up his tire store in the show and Georgie seems pleased with his financial acumen struck me as particularly intriguing. We previously seen Georgie's job at Herschel Sparks' shop and learnt about automobiles and tires throughout the first several young Sheldon seasons. However, I wonder if Mandy's father would impart even more knowledge and show him the ropes, paving the way for Georgie's successful adult Dr. Tire business, as is depicted in The Big Bang Theory. At last, Missy comes to the realization that she doesn't have to handle every household chore by herself. When she gets up, she prepares her own breakfast and informs George that he must prepare his own meals and clean up after himself. In addition, a family chore chart has been implemented, requiring all members to assist with household chores. Indeed, Missy, I concur. In a humorous turn of events, Jim returns to hang out with George, but becomes involved in teaching him how to fold the fitted sheet. Georgie responds that he just finished cleaning the toilet, so they shouldn't let him close.